Welcome to San Diego Bay and behind the scenes of the Red Bull Air Race World Series. To present the spectacle, Red Bull carted two 747s full of aircraft and materials, plus staff that number well over 200 to the southwesternmost corner of the continental United States. San Diego, America's finest city. Mike Mangold has one of the fastest planes in this year's races. Aircraft may enter the course at speeds close to 250 miles per hour. Pilots may experience 10 times the force of gravity as turns amplify their weight, making precise control exponentially more difficult. All the while, inputs must be exact. Each control deflection increases drag and slows the racer's time through the course. The pilot must pick a good line to follow that depends on speeds, winds, and their previous mistakes. Each racer's time through 2 laps is judged against the other. The best time wins. A precise level of maneuvering must be learned by each pilot in 2 days. The entire entourage travels worldwide: aircraft, hangars, 2 portable Red Bull control towers, and 1 helicopter, and each new course is presented to the pilots upon arrival at each new destination, just days before they will fly it in competition. The pressures are intense. The performance is amazing. We caught up with friend to AvWeb and Red Bull race pilot Michael Goulian, who showed us how pilots make the most of their 2 days to prepare for the 10G course.
Everybody has their own remote camera in the airplane, as I have mine. We use it for training. What's it look like going through the course? How is what we see through our eyes actually happening out there? How close are we getting to a pylon? How much room do we have? Can we turn earlier? Can we turn later? Can we be faster? Can we be slower? Little things like that. But then the other stuff, you look in the back of the airplane behind us, there's an electronics box in there. And if you watch a Red Bull Air Race, either live here, because the race is broadcast live throughout like 60 countries in the world. Everything that we do is recorded. There's a very sensitive high-speed GPS engine in there that's telling the position of the aircraft all the time. They're actually tapping into our pitot system so they know how fast we're going, indicated. The angle of the airplane. Also, these microwave antennas are feeding back microwave signal so they can look at what's our speed, what's our G, what's our altitude, everything all through these camera boxes. And everybody has an identical camera box in their airplane.
We asked Michael if the race was full throttle all the time.
Absolutely as fast as you can go. 100%.
One of the tools Red Bull racers use as they prepare for the course is, well, Red Bull. On the floor of the hangar, the pilots set up cans that help them visualize their track through the course and make mental strategies for its toughest segments. According to Goulian, the chicane exists to slow the pilots down after a high-speed entry to the course on the first lap, but exit from the chicane to gate 3 is troublesome.
The problem is, in reality, this number 3 gate is almost parallel with the end of the chicane. So if you can imagine, there's an airplane doing about 200 knots. It needs to make a 90-degree turn and another 90-degree turn to make it to a set of gates, all in about 2 seconds. And immediately when you get through the gate, you start to turn and come back to this gate here. And this is the gate number 4 that they'll see on the track. Really, a lot of the track can be won and lost right here at 1 through 4. I think the hardest part for me and for everybody is getting from the chicane into gate 3.
Other challenging aspects? The second trip through the starting gates puts pilots wheels up and blind to one of the pylons.
Just hoping that you're not going to get blown into it with the wind or whatever, and then you're back onto the course for the second lap. You know, a lot of the people ask me, have you ever hit one of the pylons? Well, truthfully, we hit them all the time. In fact, I think they hit about 4 of them today. We hit 2 or 3 of them yesterday, and I can't really count how many I've hit, but it's probably well north of 12 or 14. In fact, I hit 11 of them just last year. So it'll jerk the airplane and pull the airplane. They explode because they're pressurized. They have air in them, so you can hear them blow up like you're popping a balloon. and maybe we're all falsely thinking that we know that there's a level of danger to it, but we've hit so many of them and they've done so many tests on them. As my wife says, when you're skiing, if you're not falling, you're not trying hard enough.
That's the finish right there.